Vika made her decision, and to cut off any way back, she shared her worries with a colleague. You know, Natasha, I've decided to live for my own pleasure, and let them call me selfish. I want to enjoy every single day I live, usually. After such declarations, people spiral so hard that not even a psychologist can untangle it. Natasha made an inviting gesture with her hand. Enlighten me, what exactly are you going to enjoy yourself with? With everything, Vika replied. And to afford it all, I'll climb the career ladder. I'll fight tooth and nail for my place under the sun. I've already signed up for advanced training courses, so just give me time. You'll hear about me yet. Vika, you're an accountant. Natasha smiled. And we have 50 accountants here. Where exactly do you plan to climb to? The very top, Vika said firmly. And in 5 years, she did become the chief accountant. It wasn't just about status, it was also very good money. The organization was really something. Traveling the world, the best food, fine drinks, expensive and high-quality clothing, a new car, a new apartment, new tastes and preferences. From the old only Igor, with whom she continued a relationship under the silly label of a guest marriage. What do you mean you don't want to? Igor was puzzled. That's a woman's purpose. Your function every woman should. Want to be a wife and then a mother. Well, I'm not like every woman. You should be glad to have such a unique partner. I am glad, Igor nodded. I just don't understand where this sudden uniqueness of yours came from. It's thanks to you, darling. Vika smiled sweetly. When I begged you to marry me and start a family, you sent me off with that idea. You had other priorities, and so I reconsidered mine. Now I'm a successful woman with capital, respected and beautiful. I don't want to waste my health, time, and money on nonsense just because your priorities changed. I'm perfectly fine as I am, but what about the future? Igor asked. The future is fine. Vika kept smiling. We'll continue as we are. And if you don't like it, I'll leave. Farewell. I'm sure there are men who would be happy to meet me on my terms, and you can find another woman to push your family, kids, and happy marriage talk onto. But honestly, I wouldn't recommend it. Why not? Igor was curious. A woman with baggage won't interest you, and for a young girl you've worn out a bit over the years. Sure, your money might attract and even hold them, maybe. They'll even have a child for you. But how pathetic will you look against all that? Why pathetic? Igor asked. I'm still doing just fine. You're 38 now. Let's say you have a child at 40. At 46, you'll be taking them to school. At 57, they'll graduate. You'll be 60 when they finish their studies. Igor, what kids are you talking about? The child won't even be on their feet before they'll have to look after you. Forgive me, but think about the child at least. Igor sat in his chair, humiliated and offended, unable to reply. What stung most was that Vika was right. And were still the truth coming from her hit harder than a whip. He realized that she had become like this because of him. It was Igor who, 5 years earlier, had turned her world upside down, forcing her to give up on marriage and family. Vika, maybe we could still try. He said in a broken voice, too late, my dear. I've already chosen my life. If you want, you can still be by my side. She went back home, and he asked for time to think. A month later, they deleted each other's phone numbers and contacts, exchanged small belongings that had piled up in their apartments, and never mentioned each other again. In conclusion, it's worth noting that Vika managed to live a happy and comfortable life, though she never experienced the joys of motherhood. Igor, on the other hand, despite his constant attempts to build a family, never found happiness. 3 rushed marriages drained him of both property and health, and he ended his life in a cheap nursing home, where his foster son placed him, lying on damp sheets under a peeling ceiling. He regretted many things. But one phrase Vico once said kept echoing in his head: "Too late, my dear, too late."